Okay, I just got a thing. Yeah, so it's been a crazy couple days, to say the least. I hope everybody's hanging in there and staying positive and just follow the rules, be smart, That's not why I'm here, but it's kind of why I'm here. I've just kind of been trying to realize what it is that I can do to kind of push forward my purpose and my mission and what I want to be doing with MFile as a company. And there's a lot of thinking going on that people are scared. They're scared to be musicians. They're scared about their income and being creative and what they can do with what they have. And that's kind of a big part of why I wanted to start this company in the first place, was to empower people to take that step and be like, it's okay, and I have the tools to go out and be creative and make something and make an impact. So seeing all these people like, oh, I don't know what to do, yeah, it's crazy. And I want to try and figure out, oh, I got a weird hair thing going on. I want to try and figure out how we can kind of push forward as creative people and musicians and just do the best that we can in our communities and affect the people around us. And I really think that if we can kind of focus our message and our mission, this is a big part of the program that I've been talking about developing, and I've spoken with a few people about it already, which is awesome. Basically my idea was just to have a few virtual calls with people and try and figure out what they're looking for and what they want to get fixed, and try and just spend as much time talking with people who want to change and they want to affect change and they want to be creative and move that energy forward. So I don't know, I've got a few things that I kind of want to say and start putting things forward, and we'll just kind of go from there. So I guess I'll kind of start with the question, which is usually on everybody's minds when they start looking into becoming a musician, or they're feeling like they've been creative for a long time and they're not really getting to the progress that they want to see. Sometimes they feel like they look and some people just have it and they defy all odds, and they find that audience and they find exactly who they need to get their message across, and they become wildly successful, or just in their own minds, like pushing their message out there and people are responding. What is that? Why is it different? Why are some musicians able to just so quickly become significant authorities? What it is that they do or what they want to say. They just explode out of nowhere and people are like, yes. Like, what is that X factor that decides that you are now drawn to this person? You have to hear what they have to say. You have to get that next song. You have to just have their music in your life. So basically, I'm going to try and talk about some of the answers to that. Which is a mind-blowing thing to try and conceive, but I figure I've got enough time on my hands. I might as well try and crack the code on what it is that makes you a real, true artist and storyteller. A little ambitious, but we're gonna have some good days ahead of us. So hopefully by the time we finish chatting, I'm gonna try and be doing live videos like this for the rest of the week. So hopefully by the time we get to the end of the week, you'll feel like you've kind of started to see the answers to some of these questions. You'll feel a little bit closer to being one of the few that can achieve their goals and kind of push things forward and get what it is to have a powerful and deliberate musical mindset. If you're watching this, there's probably a reason why you're interested, and this is the exact moment that you've decided, like, what, I'm gonna tune in and I'm gonna watch what this crazy person has to say. You're here because you are a creator of music. And it's not just any music, but it's music that you know is truly amazing. You know, you want to put it out there. You want your audience to hear what you have to say. You have stories that need to be told. And it's something that you know, like, it can bring people joy. It can solve a problem in their life, some kind of suffering. You can show them a better way because music has done these things for you. Know it's possible. So you've decided, like, yes, absolutely, I'm going to do this. This is for me. But you're probably fed up with getting lost in a whole sea of noise. Regardless of how much music you might put out or consistent you are with your content, or even just the noise in your head. You know, like, you don't have to be reaching for superstardom and getting on the radio or anything. Sometimes it's breaking through that mentality and that mindset and the noise in your head to just sit down and write a song. You're ready to create. You have a foundation of tension, impact, and connection, and you don't want to rely on conflicting advice about, you know, what it is that you should be doing from this person or that person. And it's a lot of kind of chasing your tail, running in circles, and it causes you to work harder and harder, and you only keep your music stuck, like, right where you are right now. You don't want to spin your wheel. You want to make progress, and sometimes it's hard to see any. And if you're not focusing on the right things, then you stay there for a lot longer than you deserve to. So as we push through with some of these things, hopefully you'll start to see that, you know, you've been let down in a lot of ways. To say the least, I think across the board, music education has just failed everybody at a fundamental level. I think that anybody can pick up a musical instrument and play it and learn to be functional with it. Music is so tied to the human soul, everybody responds to it, but it breaks my heart that people say, like, oh, I'm not musical. Like, that's ridiculous. It's not that you're not, it's just that you've been taught that you aren't. Somehow your fault, you know, in not adapting to a transition that most successful artists experience at some point. You'll see it so many times, time and time again. There's a point, all of a sudden, boom, it just, people rocket into the stratosphere. And what is it about their music? What change in their mentality or their behavior or their intent? What is the X factor? What is this success story, you know, for finally finding that right secret ingredient to your music? It's a shift that allows musicians and songwriters just like you to gain the attention in their genre, in their space, or even just, you know, be able to find that focus and get that music out of you. Even though these successful creators, you know, they're not always doing something that's completely new. It's really simple. It's just like they seem to turn things a little to the side and see things differently from everybody else, and it looks like it comes out of nowhere. So, you know, it doesn't matter if you're the Beatles, Led Zeppelin, Radiohead, Curtis Mayfield, Wu-Tang Clan, Jamiroquai, Eminem, you know, David Bowie, Elton John, Drake, Daft Punk, Taylor Swift. Doesn't matter. All of these people at some point made a conscious decision about what it was that they were gonna say, what they're gonna do. And what would your life look like if you ended up on that list? And that's a fair question. What if you were up there with all the rest of these people? What would be that common factor? What is it that all of these people have done that you could potentially do as a songwriter? What could you provide to the world? What could you affect positively? What kind of impact could you have if you reached a bigger audience? You could get your message out there and just tell your stories to people. What kind of difference could you be making? if your music was heard and content was watched every single day by the people who needed it most. I know that I've spent the last 5 days listening to David Bowie records with my son and my lady Justine, just dancing, and it's keeping us grounded and it's keeping us sane. And music has that power to get you through absolutely anything. You've been there before. Everybody has. We all know those cliche movie moments when a song just hits you in the right way at the exact right time, and it's a forever moment. Music does things, powerful things. So how many lives are not being changed because you haven't made a shift yet? So most people, it's a simple thing that you can start to think about. And it's maybe different. I know that I've had a few calls already for free consulting and coaching, and just I threw out a call and said I'm developing a program. I want to talk to people for free and just have a couple calls and see what we can get at. And the response so far has been positive, but I could tell there was like this didn't go where exactly I thought it was going to go. And that's kind of the point. Like, there's something really important that happens with music and songwriting, and people miss it. And it's so easy to just pass it by, and you can easily just be one of those people who misses it, and you never become a deliberate creator who steps up, stands out, and does it faster than anybody else around them, who's just still kicking and scratching and in the dirt. You're not seeing the audience and the impact or the following, or even at a base level, some kind of sales. If you're at that level that you want, you're likely missing that. So what is the shift? What is it that you have to attain? There was a point at some moment along their musical journey where they were like, nope, like, we're not going to do this like everybody. We're going to make something that's different in a way that's uniquely ours. We're going to find a way to actually just have a mission and a message, and we're going to reach right people. They want to make something that they stand for. They want to stand up for what they believe in. Creating music is so powerful, and it forces you to stand out above everyone else, but only if it's in line with who you are. Okay? Music and content can be so strong that people want to buy. If there was another David Bowie album that suddenly unearthed itself from the vault, people would buy it before they even heard it. Now, granted, there's a 40 years thing of, whatever. But you look at a new example like someone like Billie Eilish. Like her or not, she's blowing up all over the place. And if they said she was having another record today, it would sell 500,000 copies in the blink of an eye. What is it that makes people so devoted to an artist so powerful? So once you figure these things out, you finally start to experience what it's like to create an audience that latches on, what it's like to have a message so powerful that your music is making change. It's going out and it's affecting positive movement. I know it sounds grandiose, pie in the sky, whatever, but look at what's happened in the past. Look at what's happening now. We need creative, positive people to go out, spread positive messages, get out there and just help people. It's not like we're going to make a magic song and it's going to cure all of the world's problems. But people need something right now. Help them get through. Doesn't have to be booze or cigarettes. Good song can make a shitty job a lot more bearable. So You have a choice. You could stay where you are as an unheard musician who struggles to stand out, who struggles to determine what it is that they want to say, who wants to get their content in front of the right audience, right time, the right message to the right person. And you'll spend way too much time and money stuck there for months or even years, lying on hope, thinking that maybe if I just keep plugging away at it, looking at YouTube tutorials and stuff like that, it'll just all make sense to me someday. Or you can become one of the successful creators who are going to stand out because they actually stand for something. You can grow your audience because of your music and your ability to connect on the deepest level with your audience through purposeful, passionate content. So instead of focusing on current trends or the same old stuff that continues to keep people stuck and unheard, this is the music of intention. Okay, this is where successful creators are born. Any creative endeavor, throughout the history of time, throughout the history of art, the people that get remembered and move the most people are the people who make their art of intention. So what I'm trying to build right now is a uniquely powerful music and songwriting transformation process for deliberate creators and enlightened students. So when you get to that next point in learning about music, it really does make you ascend, feel like you've learned a new bit of magic that you can go and affect energy with, conjure emotion with. It's amazing what we do as musicians. Incredible. So this is what I'm talking about, is a program I'm developing. It's called the Infinite Musician Mentality. To stop you right there, this isn't a sales pitch. I made a very split-second decision today that 1 week from now, I am going to launch a 30-day program, and it's going to be completely free. I've been developing this for a bit of time, and I was going to take a bit longer to do some stuff, but really, A, it's procrastinating. Creative types are really bad at that. And B, everyone's going to be sitting around for the next few weeks, and everyone's worried, and we need stuff to keep our minds busy, but also we need something to be working for. This is a crisis, but this crisis will pass. Okay, so why not spend a little bit of time together every day for the next 30 days starting next Monday and push ourselves, push the way we think about our music, push the way that we conceive of musical theory concepts. Let's look at the intent behind it. Let's look at what we want to say as a person. Put that into our music. That's at the heart of what I'm trying to put together. And I keep peeling back the layers of the onion and pivoting on what my business is going to be. And I feel like, I don't know, I've made a lot of significant changes consistently over the past few months, in the past few weeks, even just in the few days. And now today I just said, fuck it. I'm going to launch my first full-scale course, and it's going to be completely free. So we're going to have 30 days together. I'll put up a link afterwards, and I want you to tell as many people as you can. So we are going to get people into this group, Songwriting Secrets for Advancing Musicians. This is going to be our hub, and I'll be posting videos, and I'll be hosting a live talk for at least an hour every day. And we're going to come up with a bunch of ideas together and what you guys think of the concepts that I'm putting out, and we're going to make this a big discussion. because this is going to be something that is unlike any music program that is out there as far as I know. And the biggest thing is that it's not me reading a bunch of books and barfing out old information that you can get from anywhere else. This is going to be a collaborative process where you are going to be part of it. We are going to crowdsource the best goddamn music program that has ever been invented. And we're going to do it at a time when everybody was worried that society was going to collapse because everybody's going to be scared. Well, no way. I'm going to put my foot down and we are going to do something fun and powerful. And we are going to get control of our passion. And we are going to use our talents for the betterment of society and humanity when we put our minds and our energy and our intention out there and just make good fucking music. That's it. If you don't think that that's something that can be done, if you don't think that's something that's helpful, then it's not for you, and that's okay. But over the next week, I'm going to be doing a few of these live things within the group. Actually, I think I'm on the page and the YouTube and everything else. I don't know. I don't care. Let's tell as many people about this and get some real traffic happening around this, because I want your opinions and I want your input and I want the most amount of people getting the most amount of positive artistic direction and benefit so they can go out and affect positive change in the world. So yeah, I guess that's it. I had a few other things I was originally kind of gonna say, but the idea is there's gonna be a 30-day course. I will provide a link as soon as this is done on this post, and we're gonna do it for free. This is the first round of it, so tell as many people as you can, as long as you sign up within the next 7 days. It's gonna go live next Monday, like 12:01 Monday. There will be a video, there will be some stuff, and we're gonna talk. And yeah, I'll hit you up all with the details, but I'll have a link. There will be an application form. If I've already had a call with you in the past few days, you probably don't have to do the form again. Basically the same. But yeah, this is a little rash and a little crazy, and I don't know. That just seems like the thing that I need to be doing right now. So I'll make a formal announcement, some kind of video and a post that can be shared sometime tomorrow. But we need to figure something out to move forward. I don't want to go back to life as usual. And, music was kind of not doing so hot. So I think if we can use this drastic time to kind of pick up our socks and we can do better, we can be better. And let's remind everybody what music with emotion and story and that makes you feel things other than like move. I love dance music, don't get me wrong. Love to move, but I also like stuff that is real. So let's do whatever we can to educate ourselves and put together the best fucking program that's ever been invented. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. We'll try and do around the same time, 6 o'clock, and I'll have some more details and a little more into my mystery of what this program is about. So take care out there. Don't sneeze on anybody unless you really don't like them or they did something mean to you. And I heard something about pets can get sick, so maybe keep them inside as well. Everybody stay safe, wash your hands, and we'll see you tomorrow.